Okay, so the first sheet will be lines, letterings, and dimensioning style. Right? Sheet one. What is the title? Dimensioning systems or dimensioning styles. So, as we know that in the first class we have briefly discussed that engineering drawing is a kind of language for the engineers, right? So, how we express ourselves, that means how we can express our ideas or convey our ideas to another person. That is a communication, right? So, and any communication means it is actually using some language. Okay, engineering drawing is that kind of language where you can express your ideas graphically. All of you, please listen. Express your ideas graphically. It is not like you are writing some essay, right? Or you are writing a letter. It's not English or some other language like Bengali or whatever. So you are actually doing this communication or expressing this by using a language that is called basically the engineering graphics or engineering drawing. Okay, so it is possible. Session. So okay, so therefore this mode of communication, as any other communication, has some grammar, right, and some vocabulary, right. So it's a language. So the grammar and vocabulary involves the lines, letterings, and dimensioning style. Okay, these are basically the rules. Okay, so we will discuss lines a little bit later. First, I will discuss lettering. Lettering means what? English and numerals. That means the alphabets and the numerals. That how to write that in particular font. That we will discuss. Okay. So that means it is not allowed to just write something like say a like that. It's not allowed. So what we will do is we have particular format in which we will write. Say for example, a if I write then how to write, what will be the width, what will be the height, and there is a particular way of writing. What will be this height? Okay. So that way and what is the ratio everywhere. Okay. So that we have to particularly know first of all. So lettering we will start with. Clear? So first thing that we will do is before lettering, what I need is you see that we will make a graph first. Graph means what? Graph. So graph means a grid, right? Grid. So there will be a graph. Graph sheet, as you have seen, centimeter, millimeter, inch. So you have a particular uniform grid like this. So uniform grid like this. Right? Again, in this direction, uniform. Same division. So that I can take help of this grid to draw this. So that all these dimensions will be uniform. I don't have to measure all the time. I will just plot these letters on the graph itself or on the grid itself. Clear? Clear? So that is why we are going to first draw the grid or the graph. So, say for example, graph, if you look at, we have some graph. I don't know whether I have or not. We have seen graph sheet. So that like just like that. So next is, so to do this, we will first do one thing, that is to know that mainly the letters that we will write or draw is double stroke of it. Double stroke of it. Okay. I cannot recall whether it is CK or K. CK. Double stroke of it. C. Right. So in this case, here we will write capital letters. Capital letters we will write, and that letters will be double stroke. Means what? You have one line, it is called one stroke, single stroke, double stroke. So it will be like this. I am just giving you a sample. It will be like this. Okay? Just like this. So double stroke. For a particular means frame, for a particular line, you have two lines. Double stroke. So that we will do. Here there is a ratio, that is height is to width. That will be height is to width will be 7 is to 4. Okay, for most of the letters. For most of the letters, it is 7 is to 4. So this is 7 units. In the same unit length, it is of 4 units. Clear? So if it is say 7, if it is say 7 mm, then it will be 4 mm like that. Clear? So that is the ratio. So most of the letter means, say for example A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I will be 7 is to 1. So I will be single. So it will be 7 unit, 1 unit. So it is a different one. And some other letters like M, W, that will be 7 is to 5. Okay. Some differences are there. So other than that, all the letters will be of 7 is to 4. Clear? So 7 is to 4 for all letters. Except what? Except I, then M, W. Clear? I, M and W. Other letters, other than that, all are basically 7 is to 4. Okay? 7 is to 4. Next is I, for I, 7 is to 1 for I. Clear? And 7 is to 5 for M and W. Okay. Now, for doing that, one thing that we need to do is, we need to know, although you know it from your earlier knowledge of geometry, that how to divide a particular line into equal number of divisions. So that is the task of before drawing the grid. Okay, so that part we will do. Clear? Is it clear? So that is the task. That means we are going to get the grid. So to do the grid, you can use a ruler, but if it is not matching exactly with the ruler dimension, then you cannot divide exactly. For example, if I want to divide say 35 into equal 7 divisions. So as you have 7 height, 7 unit height and 4 units wide, so it should be of 7 divisions. So if I have 35 say mm, then I can easily get the division from ruler. Right? Measurement we will get 5 millimeter each. Right? But if it is say for example 30, then you cannot divide it by ruler. Right? It is not available. So you have to know how to divide. So that thing we will do first. Clear? Is it clear why we are doing? So first thing that we will do is, the task is to produce, the job is, or the target. What is the target? Target is to produce the grid or draw the grid or generate the grid. Right? To do this, we need to know how to divide a line segment into equal divisions. Okay. So if I can do this, then only I can do this. So that is the requirement, and that is the requirement for drawing this. Clear? One by one, is it clear? So say for example, what we will generally give you, you have to draw the, first you have to know what is the target. So that is your drawing sheet. That is your drawing sheet. So in this drawing sheet, what you have done? You have got a margin. You have got a margin. This is of 20 mm and the remaining three are of 10 mm gap. Clear? Next, what you have done? You have got a title block here of 60 by 150. Right? Title block you have already done. Title. Next, remaining part you will draw these things: lines, letterings, and dimensionings there. So here you will draw the lettering. So say for example, from this you will leave about say 20 mm. You will you will keep a gap of 20 mm. Then you will draw again a 30 mm line, that is with the offset of 30 mm. You will draw another line here. Here you will write that A, B, like that. Yeah. So that is the plan. Next part, after drawing that, here you will draw the lines. So here you will draw the lines. So here letterings, lines, and dimensioning system here. Clear? That is the plan. That means whenever you have got some drawing sheet, first you have to plan that where you will do that. Right? That is a requirement for an engineering kind of aptitude is required, isn't it? You have been given a sheet, you have to know how to finish the required job within this drawing sheet. Okay, say you started here and then you cannot complete, then you have to erase everything either, or you have to start with a new drawing sheet. The work and the drawing sheet and your time all will be lost. So before starting the job, you have to plan how much drawing sheet is available, what are the required drawings to be done, so how to do, where to do. Clear? So estimation is very important. So you have some idea about say what is the dimension, where to put so that it will fit along with the dimensions, right? Everything, text, etc. Everything it should fit. So that is the criteria of engineer, right? So I have started with the larger margin now I cannot complete, so it will be wasted. Okay, clear? So that should be done prior to starting the estimation. Clear? Next is what we will do is, say for example you have been given a gap of 30 mm, right? The height of the letter will be 30 mm. So say I have already sent you the manual. So here the letters are drawn, capital letters. Now I ask you to draw these letters of height 30 mm. You see that 30 mm, why I am telling 30 mm? Because the height for all the letters are same. Widths may be different, right? Heights for all the letters are same. So that is why I am telling you 30 mm. Otherwise I could tell you say draw of 10 mm wide. So in that case you would have asked me, sir, which letter of width 10, right? Say A is of 10, B is of 10, C is of 10, but I is of not of 10, right? I is having a different width, right? So general, that is height is same for everyone. That is why I am telling you that letter of 30 mm height. Clear? Next, here since it is 7:4, I have to divide this 30 mm into equal 7 division, so that I will get 4 divisions on the horizontal direction. Is it clear? First of all, why I am doing that? So, say for example, you know a gap of 30 mm. So what you do? For example, say this is 30. Clear? This is a 30. Clear? Next, so I draw a line, the leftmost line. So what is the length? 30 mm. Clear? So to divide this 30 mm, how? What should I do? I will draw a line like this of having arbitrary angle between this and this. Most preferably they should have acute angle in between. Okay, and this should be a little larger than that. Okay, now what will I do? Say for example, say this is say A, this is B, and this is say C. Clear? Now what I will do is, I will divide this arbitrary line, that is arbitrary line of arbitrary length and having arbitrary angle between AB and CD, into some division. What is the division? I will divide this line into 7 equal divisions. So I will divide part of this line, not exactly this line, part of this line, all of you please follow, part of this line into 7 equal divisions. Clear? So equal means, say for example, let me do that with different color. Follow this carefully. So I do it here by compass. Take any arbitrary. So what is that length? 30 mm. So 30 divided by 7 means how much? 4 point something. But I do not know what is that exact division. I will not calculate. I will not measure. So I will take some arbitrary lengths. For example, it can be say 7, 5, 10, whatever. You need not measure. But only thing that is to be done is that you have to preserve. That you have to keep constant. So from this it is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7. Done? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done? Now what I will do is, I will join this with this. Okay. So that is the first thing that I will do. That means what I am doing is, I want to divide this line into equal 7 divisions, or any divisions for that matter. Here it is 7. Right? It is not only for 7, it can be any division, any number of divisions. Now I had to divide this line AB into 7 divisions. But what I am doing, I am dividing this line or part of this line, leaving this part, not this, only part of that, because I started with arbitrary length and it finished here. Right? So I am just dividing this line into equal division. Now I will project or map this point here. Clear? So see, what is the line AB? Another line is say for example D. So BD. So I have to map this point on AB from BD. So I have already mapped this here, and these 2 points are already mapped. Now I will simply keep on drawing parallel lines. So parallel to this from this point. So what is that? I will draw a line parallel to this line through these points. Wherever they will intersect, they will be the corresponding points here, from here. Is it clear? Is the philosophy clear? That means I will project these points on this line or map these points on this line. Simply, right? Because of parallelity, whatever ratio they will be mapped here directly. Clear? So I will just draw. So how to draw parallel lines with your instrument we will show you later. But simply know that they are parallel lines. Clear? Is it clear? So they are parallel. Now therefore you can say that this is a 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime, 5 prime, 6 prime, and 8, 7 prime. They are already mapped. This point and this point they are mapped. Is it clear? Is it clear? So is the philosophy clear? That means whatever length is given, you can divide this length into equal number of divisions. Any division, you can do that. Clear? One thing is that depending on my eye estimation, some division may be large, some division may be smaller. But this is drawn only by hand, so excuse me for that. Is it clear? Division. Next what? Okay. Next word. Next word. I will draw parallel lines. Okay, I will draw parallel lines through these points. Parallel to what? Parallel to this line or parallel to this line. Right? They are horizontal already. Now I will draw lines parallel to this. Excuse me for that, because of eye estimation there was a kind of mistake, but assume that they are all having the same gap. Clear? That means we wanted to draw a graph like this. We have already drawn the horizontal lines. Now we need to draw the vertical lines. What is the relation between them? These gaps and these gaps must be same. Square grid. So this gap and this gap must be same. Right? This gap and this gap must be same. So how to do that? Clear? How to do that? What will I do is, I will draw a 45-degree line from this point, 45 degree with this, or with this line 40 from this point. Anything can be done. So I can draw 45-degree line like this. What is the use of this? This is making 45 degree with this or with this, same, because 45 in total is 90. So if it is 45, this is also 45. Right? So I have drawn 45-degree line. Now what is the utility of this? 45 degree means you will see that this is square. So the diagonal of a square is 45 degree. So if this line, because of 45 degree, this line and this line they are same. So isosceles is right angle triangle. Clear? So therefore, if I draw a line, I can simply get this division here. That means I can simply get this division projected here because of this 45 degree line. So I can draw a line to this point. 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 Clear? So simply I divided this line into equal 7 divisions. Now I have just used geometry or properties of geometry to project this division on the horizontal direction. I divided in the vertical direction. I have projected as if you see that you have a 45-degree mirror, right? So you have projected it. So they will go in. Like if it is projected, then it will go in like that. Right? It will go in this direction, but that projection you can trace here. Clear? So it is like that. It's a mirror. Right? So therefore, it will get all these divisions here. Right? It is how much? How many divisions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Now, again you have to extend, say for example, A, then B, then C, like that. So again what you will do, you will draw another 45-degree line. So again you will draw a line to this point, 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 and again you will draw another 45-degree line and keep on doing that. That means you will get a continuous long grid of 7 is to as many grids required. Clear or not? Is it clear? The philosophy as well as technical things, is it clear? Okay. Next thing is that how to draw parallel lines. So that we will show. I think I can show you. Can you give me two set squares? Another. Okay. Thank you. So you see that for this, I can easily draw with a set square. Simply I can just align this point and this point here, right? Or you can align this point and this point. Right? Let me do it here. Yes. Clear? Next, what you will do is clear? Just do this. Align this point and this point. Then what you do to place another set square here. Just slide it. Just fix this and slide it. That means it will translate. So fix this and translate this. So as you know from mechanics that if you translate, then it will keep on doing parallel lines. Translation means all the configurations will be parallel to the initial configuration. So it will be simply producing parallel lines. So simply just slide this and hold this. Clear or not? Is it clear? Is the technical thing clear of drawing parallel lines? Hold this. First set this between 2 points. Then set this. That is with this edge. Then you slide. It will be parallel. Okay. Next thing is that, is it clear? Next thing is that how to draw the letters.